Anime fans, One Piece fans, what is good? The answer to that question, of course, is One Piece. One Piece is what's good. And today I'm going to tell you why the Blackbeard pirates and the Revolutionary Army are going to fight for the second time. So, in One Piece chapter 956, some big things were revealed, like the Reverie ending and the abolition of the Seven Warlord system. Some equally big events were hinted at but never outright stated. For example, some big event that happened in Alabasta involving Sabo and the death of Sabo. We saw some reactions to these vaguely hinted events, such as the Revolutionary Army being concerned over Sabo's well-being, and we saw Blackbeard saying things like, "Hey you lot, we're setting out. Instead of letting it land in the hands of the Marines, I'd rather much take it for myself." And we saw Dragon saying, "First off, we need to confirm this for ourselves in relation to Sabo's death and the whole event itself, I believe." Now, I believe that this is clear setup for the two opposing forces to meet again, because we do know that the Blackbeard pirates drove the Revolutionary Army out of their former base in Baltico, and I believe that they are going to have a rematch, and instead of Dragon pulling out this time, I believe that they're actually going to fight each other. Here is why. First off, I do not believe that Sabo is dead, because Sabo is an important character in the story and somebody really close to Luffy. And we have seen that when somebody in the story is important, they don't get off screen like that. They get a good death. They get screen time, you know what I mean? And Sabo wouldn't be just killed off screen. That's just not something Oda would do, considering Sabo's importance to the story and his importance to Luffy himself. And here's another thing. I know a lot of people say that Sabo wasn't dead. He was just captured. I do not believe that he was captured either, because Dragon said we need to confirm this for ourselves, and he wouldn't have said that if Sabo was captured or the newspaper said that Sabo was captured, because the Marines wouldn't lie about capturing Sabo, because Sabo was such a big figure in the world. People would know that Sabo was captured. The Revolutionary Army would find out whether he was captured or not really quick, and if they were lying about capturing him, they would tell the world, or if they were lying about capturing him, Sabo would just pop up somewhere like 2 days later, and everybody would know the world government was lying. And the world government, and especially the Marines, is really concerned about keeping face, and the fact that they would lie about something of that magnitude would definitely lose them a lot of face. So I don't believe they would lie about capturing Sabo, so Dragon wouldn't need to confirm that Sabo was captured if the newspaper had really said that. Now, I know a lot of people said that he was captured, but they said that they killed him or that he was dead, but I don't believe they would do that either, because why would they lie about killing Sabo if they had just captured him? Because we have seen that Sabo would go to level 6, and the other level 6 prisoners, before Blackbeard busted them out, the world government tried to erase their history from the world, not outright say we killed them, because if they lied and said that they killed them, people would find out. People find out stuff like that. Big News Morgans might find it out, or the revolutionaries might find it out and tell the world that Sabo was still alive, because we know that they don't want the world government to be hiding stuff. They don't want the world government to be getting power or clout for killing Sabo, and they would probably tell the world or let it leak that Sabo was still alive, and once again the world government would lose face. So I don't think that they would capture Sabo and say they killed him, because that could be found out relatively easily by their enemies, and that could be leaked and they would lose a lot of face. And plus, what would they have to gain from saying that they killed Sabo if he was captured? They would just say, "We captured Sabo," and they might even try to execute him publicly or something like that. I'm not sure they would do that, or they would try to do what they did with the other level 6 prisoners, just kind of wipe their existence from history and never mention them again, and try to stop the news and media from talking about them. So I do not believe that the world government has captured Sabo, and I do not believe he is dead. I believe that most likely he was in some sort of battle or some sort of accident and disappeared after the fact, leading people and the world government to believe that he had died. Most likely Sabo is still in Alabasta with whatever this thing is Blackbeard didn't want to get into the hands of the world government, or wherever Sabo died or where the world thought he died. Because when Blackbeard said, instead of letting it get into the hands of the Marines, I'd rather much take it for myself, he wasn't laughing, like it kind of looks like he's laughing, but he more looked like he was like yelling and concerned. Like he looked concerned that the Marines would get whatever this thing is, whether it was Pluton or whatever. So if Blackbeard is concerned about it, then that means it's a big thing, because we know Blackbeard is smart and calculating and he's really good at planning. So if this is something that he thinks will endanger his plans and bolster his plans if he gets it, that means it's something big. And if he doesn't want it to fall into the hands of the Marines, that means the revolutionaries definitely don't want it falling into the hands of the Marines, and neither does Sabo. So the revolutionaries will probably want to retrieve whatever this thing Blackbeard also wants to retrieve, and Sabo is probably close to it because he was involved in the whole incident, and since he's most likely not dead and the world just thinks he's dead, that means he's probably close to whatever this thing is, and he might even be in possession of it. And when the revolutionaries go to rescue Sabo, they'll also want to retrieve this thing that Blackbeard wants. So Blackbeard will be closing on Sabo from one side, and the revolutionary will be coming for him and whatever the thing he has from the other side, and I believe that these two forces will clash in an epic battle. And honestly, the Marines are probably going to be a part of this too, because if they want this thing, they're going to go for it, and if they catch wind that the revolutionaries and Blackbeard are closing in on it, they're gonna send a big force, and it's probably going to be some kind of three-way battle, even though I guess the revolutionaries and the Blackbeard pirates could get to it before the Marines do, but I think that's a little bit unlikely, so we might actually even get some kind of big three-way war. It could even be the spark for the big war that's going to envelop the world. I believe that we're going to find out about this battle either in between one of the acts or post Wano. I don't know, but I definitely believe it's going to happen because this thing seems to be big. Blackbeard wants it, which means the revolutionaries would want it, and Sabo's probably with it or in possession of it or close to it, which means that Sabo's going to be part of this as well. The world government also wants this thing, so they're probably going to go for it as well. So at least the revolutionaries and Blackbeard, but possibly even the world government. So that's all I have to say today about the matter of the Revolutionaries versus the Blackbeard Pirates round 2, maybe even featuring the Marines. That would be so epic if it happened. Comment down below what you think of this theory, if you think it's credible, if you think it's gonna happen, or if you think something else is gonna happen. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think on the matter. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoy my content and only if you enjoy my content, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece content, and share this video if you found it that interesting. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.